evening, everyone. How are you? Have you still got somewhere you are? I know it's been a bit hit and miss. Bear with me one minute. As I was such a letdown this morning, I thought I'd join you with me cooking dinner. I've got this piece of chicken. I had no idea what I'm going to do with. Oh, and do you like my earrings? They are so cool, but enough about them. You can actually watch my post about them, but I've just noticed they look really, really cool and fancy. So, I've decided that it's a bit of a mix and mash today. I've already cut up my potatoes, bit of seasonings, bit of salt and pepper, and I've actually put some of this really cool chip seasoning on there. Got it in B&M, and we all love a bit of B&M. So here we go. Look at that fancy dancing. But yeah, it was well cheap, and I found it's actually better for the things like this. So that is going into the frying pan. Pop them to the side. I've got my oil heating up at the moment. What I've also got, which I'm just going to put back in the fridge for a bit, I've got my cool little cabbage parcels. And what I've done this time is I made a really light sort of batter, and we're going to air fry those for about 10 minutes when everything else is nearly done. Just pop these away. There we go. The main thing that I'm wondering what I've done is I've done this chicken up because I didn't know really what to do with it. And I had some yogurt left over, which actually, to be honest, wasn't even enough for a portion. So I've decided it's going in there into my perfectly sized casserole dish, and we're going to chuck that in the air fryer. The cabbage we'll put in the air fryer about 10 minutes out when the chicken's done. So everything should be cooked at once. So whoever's joined, I'd like to say hi. Thank you for joining. Really appreciated, as always. So I've done a little bag trick. It's been marinating for half a day. We're going to pour that into the casserole pot. And you do it this way we get all that lovely seasoning out of the bag and into the pot with the chicken, which would be great. And I'm hoping this will fit nicely. Does look really good and tasty. Squeeze that out. As it goes, I'm experimenting with flavours here. So I don't know if this is going to be okay, if this is going to turn out nice. Is it going to work? May taste absolutely terrible. It didn't seem to taste too bad. There we go, look at that. See, all this would have gone to waste. We do it the other way. And then what I'm going to do is, because this is actually quite a huge, big chicken, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut my chicken up, and then we're going to cook it again in the dish. And we'll see how that comes out. Fingers crossed. Wash my hands. Are we enjoying this beautiful weather the UK has been getting? It's quite a change from last year. It was terrible last year. I actually looked at my Instagram from last year. We really did not have any sun. It's really making up for it. However, you got that slight worry of why have we got so much sun. I do wonder the whys, and I do have the worries, but at the moment I'm really enjoying it. So, enjoy what I can. So all we're going to do with this is we are going to pop this chicken, as I said, into the air fryer. I'm going to put it in for about 15 to start with. And then I'm going to put it in for another, and see what's going on with it. Because I'm not going to really cut it up until it's fully cooked. And then I'm just going to give it a quick blast when I do the cabbage. Lid can go on the first bit. I couldn't believe how lucky am I that this little casserole dish I found in the charity shop, which was brilliant, fits perfectly into my air fryer. So if it is just one or two of you, a little dish like this, excellent. Alright, I like cooking everything on 180, so this is going on 180. Alright, for 15 minutes, there we go, look at that. Already sat. Alright. Now we're going to move on to the potatoes. So, as I said, I've got my potatoes here. I'll pull you over a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. How's that? See the pan? Hey! Alright. Nice seasoned potatoes. These are just normal salad potatoes. I did actually think the Cornish ones are far too nice to be using with all the seasoning on. So we've got your basic salad potatoes, the cheaper chips. And all I've done is we've quartered them. And then 1, 2, 3, straight along the potato. Nice, simple, and you don't even peel them. So they are going straight into the pan. Be careful. I'm telling you to be careful, but I need to be careful myself because I am so klutzy at this. As I said, I've got a mixture of oil and butter in here. There we go. I'm just going to get more nicely covered with some oil. That looks good already. It ain't even cooked. That's amazing. Right. I'm going to turn the temperature up a little bit. So again, we've done this side as well because it'll cook really, really quickly. And they smell really good. I don't know whether it's the seasoning or the butter which smells really good. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop a lid on them. I'm going to keep the heat in so they get a nice little steam as well as a fry. I'll go back to those in a minute. I'm just going to give them a quick pop of white. So I can find, there it is. There we go. So this is, I'm hoping this chicken should only take about 30 minutes. As I said, it's quite a big piece of chicken. So it might actually take a little bit longer than my wife predicted say so. These potatoes, you don't want to overcook them. So you don't want to kick them up too high. And keep them on a nice medium temperature, but you don't want to cook them in a decent pan. That really isn't a decent pan, everything sticks to it, so we'll work with what we got. But it is giving like this sort of chorizo sort of look and smell, which is really nice. I was really lucky with the cabbage. I didn't want to hide the cabbage colour with batter. So as I said, we got a nice light batter on the cabbage. And I put them in little, what do you call them? Biscuit cutters, just to keep them nice and firm. I have no idea how I'm going to make it look on the plate yet. It'll come to me when I start putting it together. Either that or change it when I do the first one up. So I'm going to have a little experiment. And as I said, I'll be cutting the chicken up. I won't be serving it whole because it's a bit much for me. So I'm going to probably just cut it in half. And we've got the other bit for later, which is good. The oil I'm using is actually from some mushrooms I cooked up the other day. Waiting on oil knocks. It was a lovely mixture of butter and oil. It just gave the mushrooms that lovely little bit of flavour. Let's have a look at how these potatoes are doing. Yeah, they smell good. So just keep them moving, try not to let them stick. I know this pan is actually awful, that's why I use it for this sort of thing. good sausage pan there. I really do hate these induction hobs. I'd rather cook on gas, much better. But these are looking really good. And the other thing is, again, what you could do is if you've got too many, let them cool down, mix them with a bit of mayonnaise, and you've got a really beautiful potato salad for the next day. But they look that good that I think I might go through these, you know. Look at that, I'm just going to bring this over. Look, they're looking lovely. A beautiful colour to them as well. That makes it just look like a little bit different. We'll go back to cooking these. But if you, as I said, if you can, do your best to try not to let sticks to the bottom. I'm expecting it with this frying pan because this is an abysmal frying pan, but it really does give a really good finish to the potatoes and things like that. So back on with the lid with that. We'll leave that cook away. We've got 9 minutes left on the chicken, so it's not too bad. I'm sure I can waffle on for another 9 minutes. So we're not going to be hurt by that. We will be going and getting the cabbage out. I've also got my plate in. I'm going to get that warmed up. And as we normally say, guys, once it's cooked, I'll leave it and I'll follow this with a little short on how I put it together so you can see what it looked like. I'm just praying it tastes okay. The flavors tasted like they were going to work, but you never know. You know, what I think things taste like might not actually come true, but not smelling too bad. What you can do, you can help me up to the dishwasher. I've got 8 minutes left, so let's pop it down there. There we go. Hey, so I'm gonna put all this away from this morning. That needs to go back in. That looks terrible. Look at that. That's pancake mix, that is. So, back in we go. Alright, I'm going to be moving around a lot, so you might be stepping over you a bit, like that. Alright, there we go. But, as I said, not long off the air fryer, so we can have a look at the chicken. And then I'm going to leave you. Well, I love you and leave you. And, I'm going to sort my dinner out. You're getting a bit of glare, aren't you? There we go. I'm going to sort my dinner out, and then as I said, I'll show you it when I've put it together and I've decided how it looks. So, I did very well there, or did we? I can go back in as well. Oh. Right, here we go. Let me see in the dishwasher. What more fun can you actually ask for? I've just realised I haven't fed my dogs yet. No wonder they're nagging me. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to continue. I don't know what we got now. 7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes of me talking absolute crap while I'm unpacking the dishwasher. I think those potatoes need moving, actually. So, I'll tell you what, we'll have a little play with those for a minute. Let's pick you back up. There we go. Oh, that's a different view, wasn't it? Alright, we'll go back to the potatoes and we'll have a look at them and see how they're getting on. They sound like they're doing quite nice. Oh, look. I really wish we had a smell of it, guys. Honestly, I really do. It does. It really smells like I've got chorizo in the pan. And the colour is looking so good. We don't need to rush though, because I want a decent enough heat. And look, there we go. Oh, it's looking quite good. So, yeah, I think these are going to be really, really nice by the time that we've done it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Everything else turns out alright. My dog's going off on one again. Right. And again, just going to leave those to do what they need to do. I think we've got 6 minutes. Oh, guys, 5 minutes left. Only 5 minutes put up with me now. We'll go back to dishwasher then. So, I'll do a bit of dip and diving. Pans. Oh. I can go back in. Don't like the look of that either. I'm doing very well at the moment, aren't we? I actually even feel like they've done the rinse aid and all the other bits and bobs that you need to do. Obviously didn't rinse it well enough when it went in. So, never mind. 4 minutes, guys. Over there. Right, we'll load this in. Leave that in there. And then we can go to some of the sides clear. Oh, these look a bit better. I'll give them a rinse out. You know what, potatoes are actually sounding like they're cooking a little bit faster than I thought. Kettle. Here we're getting there. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. Back to potatoes, guys. Because we've got 3 minutes left on the chicken before I sign off and do my dinner. So we'll have a quick look at this. Alright, apart from I can't actually turn it down or anything, the joys of induction. They do what you want them to do. They turn off when you want them to turn off, and it's a really good job of ruining your food. So, as that hob won't play ball, you'll have to swap it and put it on the other one. Because it doesn't want to turn off and it doesn't want to turn down. Give that a nice wipe. Just stops the smoke, so much smokiness when it's under the pan and that. Alright, stir it again. Alright, keep that on 5 or medium heat. They're looking pretty good. Alright, 1 more minute. We can have a look at this chicken and see what that's doing. We're going to leave these potatoes to do what they do best in this pan and just cook away those. That would be nice. I'm actually really looking forward to that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go get the cabbage out. just realised I don't know what dog food is. Oh, someone out there dinner. Are they? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm losing it. Right. I couldn't remember if I fed my dogs or not. I was just about to feed them again. So, that's 15 minutes on the chicken. Take that away. And as I said, if you didn't see them earlier, these are my little cabbage battered things. Don't know what you want to call them. Makes veg look different. Right, have a look. Oh. There we are. See how this chicken's doing. Put that back in. Right. What else have I put on the right level? Alright, let's have a go. Oh, that's looking really nice. But I was right. That needs to cut, the lid can come off now. I will give that a go. That's really had a nice chance. I'll show you that. It's just so the chicken gets nice and warmed up. Because we want the chicken to cook all the way through. So there we go, guys. Yeah, and I'm liking the smell. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of moisture to that. Because we do want a bit of sauce. I'll try not to get it actually on the chicken itself. And that is going back in for another 15 minutes. I'll turn it up so all the sides get done. Mix that about a bit. Alright, and that's it, we're done. I'll be back later to show you how it turned out. Fingers crossed. It'll be alright. There we go. So I'm going to back in for 180 as soon as this decides what it wants to do. I'm going to put my cabbage in about 5 minutes. So everything should end up cooking together. Again, fingers crossed. And I've got some for my dinner. Right. Alright. Cabbage, potatoes, chicken. I said this is going to be cooked in 30 minutes. Potatoes are cooking really well. The chicken's on its way. One final look at these potatoes. Go with the induction. Turns itself off when it feels like it. Leaves itself on. I just don't know how that's safer. The only thing it can't do is catch fire, but if you leave some on it, that will. Alright, that's my potatoes. They're nearly there. I've turned them down. I'm going to go sort myself out. And yeah, I'm liking that. I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed it if you pop in later and have a view of it. I appreciate it. If you like it a little bit much, then give me a subscribe. You can follow me on Insta, Twitter, TikTok, on WhatsApp if you'd like to order some chutney. But anyone you want to get a hold of, DM me. I'll answer all your questions. Thanks again, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to go get changed. Bye. I'm a lag.